that.
What's that?
Few come to offer prayers for those who rest here in the catacombs. The crypt was fashioned ages ago, before the faith came to Grancis. What's this?
Long ago, when the people worshipped the old gods, the gods of nature. We cannot pass through.
I suspect it's why they returned their dead to the soil, to the earth god, that their souls might be cleansed and born anew in the coming generations.
Okay, so we're in the catacombs, and you heard the pawns. They kind of tell you the story, if you pay attention. And this is one of the second places you come to visit. Uh, might be different on your list, but it's one of the second places you're kind of tasked to visit, or one of the places that you're tasked to visit. And so the pawns start to tell you the story here about this place, that it was used long ago, before the faith came, when people worshiped the old gods, the gods of nature. One of the gods of nature is the god of earth. And he, of course, would reside in some place like the catacombs. Um, and again, the pawns mention that people came here to have their souls cleansed, to be born anew, which is, again,
Be
very
careful.
Neolithic.
The walking dead are
But
all
it
around
looks
us.
to me almost like, if you've ever seen some of the images and pictures of places in Rome where they had catacombs, and the wealthy were buried in crypts stuck in um, stone vaults, and then kind of in this sort of a fashion. Same, there are other places around the world. I'm I'm thinking of several of the places where they are. Many times these places are located underneath a church, so people are buried in the vaults of giant underneath, sort of the altar area of big churches, kings, queens, the wealthy, famous people. They're buried, you know, in the main area of the church. Um, Nowadays, many of these people are buried in side altars, side small altars, and they're buried above ground, or their crypts are at least, or their stone effigies are there, and and such. And I've always found that fascinating, not morbidly fascinating, but just the fact that people would attach themselves, or designate in their wills in particular times that that's where they were to be buried. Um, and that's due to sort of their religious beliefs at the time, and also too that over time, um, various religions, I'm going to
There,
tread
Master! The
delicately
undead!
here, various religions will have put their churches over such places, sort of their hallowed ground, if you will. So this is a place you have to visit, and you have quests here, and that you have to do. I can hear the undead coming, and so we're going to leave here because go to another place that also is a god of nature.